Aren't you tired of voting for individuals because of their name, their party affiliation, or because they are the incumbent, but they don't have the skills or qualifications for the job? Well, that's why Mayor Briggs Bernard is asking for your vote for criminal court clerk. Mayor Bernard has over 39 years of criminal court clerk, administration, advisory, and management skills. She is a certified public administrator. She supervised 6 departments in the criminal court clerk's office, supervised criminal court clerk's customer service unit, the liaison to 10 criminal court judges for over 20 years, worked closely and collaborated with county and government offices all throughout her career, helped to set up the original Fugitive Safe Surrender Initiative. This is a person that you need for your criminal court clerk, who has the knowledge, who has the skills, who has the ability. And all she needs now is your vote. Vote Mayor Briggs Bernard, criminal court clerk. Paid for by the committee to elect Mayor Briggs Bernard, criminal court.
It's official. Judge Felicia Corbin Johnson will seek re-election to the Shelby County Circuit Court Division 1 on August 4, 2022. Judge Corbin Johnson wants you to know she has worked hard to serve the legal community and litigants and administer justice in a fair, impartial, and compassionate manner. She is honored to serve as a member of the judiciary on the Shelby County Circuit Court and preside over cases of great importance and consequence. She is duly qualified, well-versed in the law, steady, and has the qualities and ideas that you want in a judge. Judge Corbin Johnson sincerely appreciates and thanks the legal profession, clergy, business, and civic organizations, government officials, and the entire Shelby County community for the support and confidence you have placed in her these 7 years. And she respectfully asks that you continue to have confidence in her as she moves forward to re-election in 2022. Please help re-elect Judge Corbin Johnson, Shelby County Court, Division 1. Paid for by the committee to elect Felicia Johnson. All heard about sea moss and what it can do to rejuvenate one's body. It contains 92 minerals. It supports a healthy heart, good digestion. It also helps maintain a healthy weight, and there are so many more uses for sea moss. Now, you can order online from Envision Sea Moss. That's right, Envision Sea Moss. Or you probably thought that sea moss only comes in that one bland flavor. Well, Envision has it in natural strawberry, mango, pineapple, elderberry, honey cinnamon, and so many more flavors. Go right now to the website, envisionseamoss.com. Envision Sea Moss ships around the world. Have a more healthier you right now. Go to envisionseamoss.com. 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 When you are planning your wedding or special event, there are 3 things that you look for, and that's elegance, space for your guests, and cost. And you find all 3 at the Balinese Ballroom in downtown Memphis in the Pinch District. At the Balinese Ballroom, you can rent the upstairs ballroom or the downstairs ballroom or both. And talking about elegance, white painted walls, draped ceilings, gold chandeliers with crystals, wooden floors, and a separate room with a large wooden bar. And you don't have to worry about the safety of your guests. Security is provided, and there is plenty of ample parking. All of this for an affordable price. So for your wedding or your next event, you want the Balinese Ballroom. Call 901-522-1144. That's 901-522-1144. Call and make an appointment or visit their...
Come celebrate Thaddeus Matthews, a.k.a. the Cussin' Pastor. Grand 65th birthday celebration and concert. It's Friday, April 1st. And look who's coming to celebrate. In concert, L.J. Eccles.
Do you want me to get it from the back?
You'll see Terry Wright.
I done lost my good thing.
Mr. Sam.
She said your butt, rolling.
Bird Williams.
Yes, I do. Yes, sometimes, man.
Stacy Marino.
You got caught.
And introducing the sensational Red Velvet.
Well, wouldn't you like to know?
Plus Memphis comedian Pound Cake. Thaddeus Matthews, the Cussin' Pastors 65th birthday celebration and concert. Friday, April 1st at the Balinese Ballroom, 330 Main Street, downtown Memphis. An intimate setting for 300 people. Doors open at 7 p.m., showtime 8 p.m. All VIP tickets are sold out. Hurry and get your $40 tickets.
Thaddeus, if you wanna grow. Ask Thaddeus, he will let you know. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Thaddeus, it's the Thaddeus Matthews Show. He's not afraid to tell the truth. He is the one that will inform you about all those jokers that are doing wrong. You cross the line and then it's on, 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 on.
All right, good evening to you. Just when you may have thought it may be safe, it is absolutely, positively not. Hoping that your day today has been good. I was not here yesterday, so hopefully you had a good yesterday as well. As we get ready to get deep off into some conversation here on tonight, something that may piss some off, which you already know I don't give a shit if you pissed off. You know, as I used to say, you can get pissed on. So it's just like that. But we'll get my big birthday celebration is coming up. April the 1st. April the 1st. There are, as of now, we started out with 80 VIP tickets. All of them gone. All of the VIP tickets are no longer with us. The $40 tickets are moving. I only want about a little bit over 300 people. It's an intimate affair. It's my 65th birthday. It's going to be not BYOB. You can't bring your own drink. We will have a cash bar, and those in the VIP section will have their own waiter to take care of them. We'll be selling some food there as well. There will be security on the inside as well as the outside. Those coming in will be checked for alcohol and weapons. Okay? The show will start promptly, if it's left up to me, and it is, on time at 8 p.m. So we got plenty of acts. So it's going to be a great affair. If you would like to purchase your tickets, go to cussingpastor.com.
You can order your tickets online. Your name will be at the door. I will not be handling the door. Mail is over that operation, so don't ask to see me. If you ain't got no money, you can't come in. I don't care. Uh, if you, I'm a long lost cousin, and I don't like none of my folk, and don't none of my folk like me. So, won't be no long lost cousins there. So, we'll be looking for you. Go to the website, cussingpastor.com. One of my Facebook pages came back up this evening. I didn't know it. I said, well, the hell, let me just try it and see. And the real Cussing Pastor Matthews page is back up. The general admission tickets are $40. At the door, they will be $50. No ifs, no ands, no buts. I don't care who you know. It's $50 at the door. Okay? All right. Let's get into what I want to talk about on this evening when young Dolph was killed, was murdered on November the 17th of last year at Makita's Cookies on Airways. And since that particular time, I got to monitor the old site as well. And let me already go on and state to you, I don't do the dolphins on my page. And I don't know why motherfucker already calling me. Motherfucker from Las Vegas, what the fuck you want to talk to me about? I don't do the dolphins, and you will be deleted for the dolphins. I don't honor, I don't worship young Dolph. Which page are you monitoring?
I just got on YouTube.
Huh?
YouTube.
Okay. Any dolphins,
I know.
that person
I just got on it.
is automatically blocked. I don't worship Dolph. He was a nice guy, probably. But I don't worship him. So I don't do the memorializing on my pages. Okay. Okay. I don't do that. That's nothing. I worship nobody but God. Mail is monitoring the YouTube page. Why do you keep dialing my goddamn number? Okay. I honor no man, and I damn sure don't honor no rapper. If I don't honor B.B. King, Lil Milton, and Johnny Taylor, I damn sure don't worship a singer. Okay? Okay. Who do I worship? It ain't no singer. Why do you keep dialing my number?
I'm gonna knock your ass out, boy.
You gonna knock my ass out.
You better stop talking about Dolph.
Fuck Dolph. Dolph is a dead motherfucker.
I'm gonna knock your ass out.
I know you are, brother. He dead, like, and the way you talking, brother, You ain't far from a graveyard your damn self.
I'm gonna knock your ass
Yeah, okay, brother, okay. You're a motherfucker from Las Vegas telling me you gonna knock my ass out. Okay. And see, why y'all worshiping these rap singers? My thing tonight is more young men have died in Memphis, Tennessee than Dolph. No matter how tragic his death happened to be, young Dolph was not the only young person that has died in Memphis. There's been 46 murders as of this time this year, and that's a couple of days ago. Okay? But how many other young men have died since Dolph was murdered? How many more? The other night, I believe it was Monday night here in Memphis, there was a meeting that the police chief was supposed to be. She did not attend, did not send a representative to families who had lost someone tragically. Okay? Let me block these numbers here on my phone. There were people crying out at the meeting about why is not the police as involved in solving the murders or attempting to solve the murders of these individuals as they were young Dolph. Okay? Why? And guess what? Those people have a legitimate argument to make. 46 murders thus far this year. Probably 99.9% of those 46 are black on black. There are families who are hurting. There are families who are crying out to the police. There are people who are complaining that they call the police, they can't get any response from the homicide detectives that are, yeah. April Latoya, I will block your ass. I don't give a fuck about Dolph calling me out in his song. Dolph paid me to do that, okay? But don't make me worship. He's not the only rapper that has used me on their stuff, or used the cussing pastor, or used videos. Come on, bro. Sony Records paid me a lot more for whatever his name, Freddie Bibbs, whatever his name. I don't know him. But the murder in this city, the murder rate in this city has gotten ridiculous. So my thing now, and I'd like to use my show for that, is why have we not called attention? Okay. Why have we not called attention to the deaths of these other black men? And let me put it out here. Dolph Thornton's life was not more important than the lives of any of these other black men that have lost their lives. These other young men who have lost their lives, young women who have lost their lives, their families mourn for them as well. Mourn for them as well. So Dolph dead. So is Frank Jones and Pookie and Ray Ray and Lil Pookie. All of their lives matter to someone. Influential. Someone says that his life was influential. To who? He influenced those of you who are rap stars, those of you that bought records. The police in this city are investigating. They're bringing folk in. I guess Justin and all those guys that they have in jail are already talking. And when I see something stupid, I just do it like this and just block you. But the families of these other young people, somebody says, I disagree, Dolph was a leader, did good for the community, it looks bad on the city how he was killed. No, it don't. He was a leader. Who did he lead other than rap? Those of you that enjoy rap singers. Who did he lead? He was not a leader. He was an entertainer. He was about making his money. Okay. I didn't know anything about it until they called me and said they wanted to use my name in the song like they used Elvis Presley's, and you have to use Elvis Presley's. You have to pay to use Elvis Presley's name. You have to pay to use mine. I didn't know anything about young Dolph, old Dolph, middle-aged Dolph. Okay? I didn't know nothing about it. I hear that he did some nice things. He fed some folk at Thanksgiving and Christmas and bought toys. Hell, a whole lot of folk in Memphis do that. Hell, I've done that. Okay? So what's significant other than being a good citizen? What is so influential about the death of this man versus the death of other young men? Ms. Eliza, you gone. I'm tired of your snide remarks. Okay. A lot of folk give in the community. So what makes the giving
of young Dolph stand out more than anybody else. He was a philanthropist. Anybody that's giving is a philanthropist. He ain't did nothing great. He did something that was good. Because he was known internationally popular in Africa. Then goddamn it, go feed the hungry children in Africa. They have all them motherfuckers on the TV, on the commercials. They go find all the hungry people over in Africa. And do you realize that the money that they raise, only 25% of the money that they raise have to go to the charity? So what? He was known worldwide. Does that make him more important than Ray Ray, who got shot down and the police have not told his family anything? There's a big hoorah right now about the fact that Mr. Lloyd White, a black businessman who owns the strip mall where Makita's was located, wants to tear all that debris down. This so-called memorial that you put there. Many people, especially young folk, are upset rather, that the man wants his property back. Okay? He wants to clean up his property. Yeah. He wants to clean up his property. I put a post up on Instagram. And a lot of, well, the city ought to keep it there. It's debris. Y'all put teddy bears up there. We done had 20 rainstorms. All that mess is wet. Plus, he owns the property. It's his property. You can prove, I make my point in the motherfucking way I want to. I'm not degrading, Dolph. I'm telling the motherfucking truth. If you can't stand it, get your motherfucking ass off my motherfucking page. I don't give a fucking that bullshit that y'all believe in. You know, I'm not degrading Dolph when I say that Dolph his life is not more important. God damn it, it ain't. Y'all put up teddy bears. You made monuments. The man that allowed y'all to keep that mess up on his building. For what, 3-4 months? Some of y'all in Orange Mountain probably went and stole a teddy bear and gave it to your girlfriend for Valentine's Day. Here's a Valentine for you. But Mr. Lloyd White, who is the owner, has the right to do with his property what he wants. I hear that Makita's is planning to reopen in that spot. No matter what I may think about the situations concerning Makitas and their involvement, they have the right to open their business back up. All you that are in love and think that the strip, we all make it a, what you call them things, a museum. Then buy the property. I mean, the evening news is saying that Makitas is planning on opening back up in that, yeah, the owners of Makitas Homemade Butter Cookies said they plan to reopen their shop where young Dolph was killed back in November. But first changes are on the way for the site on Airways Boulevard that has become a memorial to the rapper. The man who owns the property said it's time to break it down. Okay? It's time to break it down. Ms. Vaughn, you're gone. If you're looking for my tonsils and not listening to what I gotta say, you're gone. And you all up in my goddamn mouth, bitch, shit. If you want the property, if you want the property to be a memorial, buy the property. Make him an offer on the building. He also has a laundromat there. Which is of more use to the people in that community. Why don't I buy the property? What the fuck I want it for? I don't give a fuck. The fuck you ask me some silly shit like that. Why don't you buy the property? Why the fuck would I want the goddamn property? Why? In a low property value community where it is, why would I want the property? I don't care whether they have a museum or not. It's his property. Ain't nobody gonna burn the man's property down. You see, y'all pretend y'all care. Y'all don't give a fuck. Y'all do just like folk do at the funerals. And I've been in the funeral business a long time. Y'all go to the funeral, fall all out on the floor, all over the casket. Mama gone. Oh, mama gone. Why would I give a damn about a Dolph Memorial Museum? Me personally, I don't care. And apparently nobody else cares. His folks don't care. If his folk want it, his artists, they broke, they pretenders. You should give a damn because he gave you a shout. What the fuck I give a fuck about a shout out? And get your monkey ass off my goddamn page. Why should I give a damn? Okay? Why should I give a... Why would I want a museum of young Dolph? Now Tyrone Davis and Lou Milton, Johnny Tell. Folk give a damn more about you when you dead, when you are alive. I hear all these great things about him that y'all want to say now. When he was alive. So y'all pretending y'all still sitting on the front row at the funeral. Yeah. Come on. Y'all didn't care. I didn't hear y'all crying his name. I heard y'all trying to get something if he was giving something away. If he was giving away some food baskets, your ass was in motherfucking line to get you a free turkey, motherfucker. That's what I saw happening. So if you turn it into a museum, so y'all gonna take all them teddy bears and put them in the museum? Come on. Every time he gave away something free, you were there. But the issue now is bigger. Okay? The issue now is bigger than young Dolph. So what are the families of all these people who have had all these people murdered? How are they supposed to feel? Their murders are important. Their murders are important. Their lives were important. I would like to see the Memphis Police Department give the same intensity to solving the murders of all these other victims here in Memphis as they did to Dolph. Don't let the high-profile murder be the only murder that we hear about. And see, here's the problem. While all you motherfuckers, oh, Master Dolph, oh, what we gonna do? Y'all know in your communities who doing the damn killing. Y'all know that Ray killed Pookie? Yeah. I ain't gonna tell you, see, that's my bud, man. We homies, man. I ain't gonna tell on it. But you wanna celebrate the life of somebody that didn't even know you. And when it all ends up, it's going to be over jealousy, envy, hatred from the people that were around him. It ain't going to be no New York hit or no Chicago hit. It's going to be a hit from folk who are jealous of him, folk who are in his circle. And when you start making a certain amount of money, You have to drop some of the Negroes that you've been around. One of the things that rappers do that is crazy, your entourage is too motherfucking big. You want to take all of your friends with you. You want to put all your buddies and all of your friends on the damn payroll. You know, you other families, you want me to talk about your situations? Then contact me. Contact me. Yeah, MC Hammer went broke. Taking his motherfucking friends around. See, I'm beginning, the more I look at this, y'all name other rappers and stuff that probably had him killed and this, that, and the other. I don't think so. Because y'all ain't got no hidden money. Hell, when you can't get a lawyer, you didn't get paid. Yeah. You the hit man, and you got to get a court-appointed attorney. Come on. You can't carry broke-ass friends with you to the top. Broke-ass friends got to climb to the top. He does not own half of Twitter. MC Hammer does not own half of Twitter. Nigga, come here. MC Hammer owns half of Twitter. Nigga, please. His own people got him. Okay? His own people got him. Him investing doesn't make him own half of it. And man, I don't give a fuck. Why you bringing that shit to my page? Give a fuck about him owning Twitter or any portion or investing in it. If it was a hit, it was a hit within his own group. And please, on the Facebook, please know that I'm reading comments and I'm dropping you motherfuckers as I see the need to drop you. And whoever keep pushing this insurance thing, if you say it again, I'm going to take your ass off. No promoting on my goddamn page. Your homies ain't shit. See, you always around here, and see, here, let me tell you one of the most stupid things I see rappers do. Y'all want to carry all these bags of money. All this money. You want to carry millions of dollars around on you instead of letting that shit be in the bank. So here you are sitting up here with $1 million in a bag in a room full of your broke ass friends. Niggas that wish they had $100. And you sitting there with $1 million like a goddamn fool out in the open. You with the Dolphins, you gone, bitch. Tell you, mom. Next time I bring something up about a goddamn Twitter, motherfucker, you gone. Ain't talking about no goddamn. Fuck, I care about Twitter. I'm blocking all these ignorant motherfuckers over here with these goddamn dolphins. You sitting there with bags of money around broke folk. Don't you think they trying to figure out a way to get you? Come on. It should be at the bank. Or banks. It should be at the bank. I think it's foolish of Floyd Mayweather, whatever his name. Put it in the bank. You don't let your left hand know what your right hand doing. I'm sitting here with $1 million in a bag, or $2 million, stacking it up on the table. What's the benefit of that? What's the benefit of taking all your money and stacking it up on the table and taking pictures of it? You setting yourself up to be robbed, and you're surrounded by Negroes that you pay $500 or $600 a week, if that much. Or you got tag-alongs, you got leeches. Don't you know that them folk trying to get a come up on you? Come on. Don't you know that when your group around you see you handling that kind of money, don't you know that somebody in your crowd is trying to figure out a way to get some of your money? May not be everybody in the room, but it's two of them motherfuckers that's gonna try to put their heads together and figure out how we're gonna get this motherfucker. How do you go to sleep? You got that much money in a room with you with other niggas. How do you go to sleep? You can't nod. With a bag with $1 million in, motherfucker, you can't take no nap. Somebody gonna get you. You could be a thousandaire, and you got folk trying to figure out how I'm gonna get you. How you get high around them folk? How you take you a toot? How you get you a blunt? How you drink you some good alcohol? And you're doing that. That's your mentality. What is it that you're trying to prove? What you trying to prove? And then when your ass die, you gotta set up a goddamn GoFundMe. You gotta have a. What was the name of the rapper that got killed last week? Snooty, Snotty, whatever his name. From what I understand, he had some platinum records in the past. He had been, he was no longer a part of Yo Gotti's organization. He died, and the next morning, they had a GoFundMe up for $25,000. And at that time, it had about $131 in it. It's probably more by now. But if you're making all of this money, Snooty Wild, okay. You're making all this money, why you got a GoFundMe when you die? I didn't know there was as many rap stars and singers as it is now. I swear for God. And all y'all getting dead. Y'all getting dead. And see, one of the things that the rapper has not understand, or that the community does not understand, the rapper probably knows, that a lot of these rap stars, or so-called stars, have gotten advances. They give you $1 million up front, $2 million up front. They lease you a Rolls Royce. They lease you the big house. They stand for the jewelry. $1 million around your neck, you're a motherfucking fool. And ain't nobody doing that but you nigger singers. Damn, I like that. If you can afford a blunt, you can afford life insurance. Goddamn. That's a slogan right there. They give you advance money from the record company. Do you know that before you make any real money, you got to pay the advance back? You got 5 watches on your arm. Okay. You got to pay the advance back. If I front you $1 million before you see any profit, brother, you got to pay me the money I gave you with interest. That's the reason a whole lot of these rappers are down with a GoFundMe. They ain't really got no money. Everything that they own belongs to the record company. You got chains around your neck like you did, like they did when they was in slavery. And guess what? You never pay it back. Some of these rappers is in what you call, and a lot of these entertainers, period, but especially rappers, you are in what is known as a 360 deal. You never make no money. All of these companies are owned by the Italians and the Jews. There is no such thing as being an independent artist. When you get so independent that you don't need the white folk and the Jews that own the industry, you end up dead. Ex-Prince. A 360 deal. First of all, see, here's the mistake that a lot of these rappers are making. And I hope I help somebody. Y'all get mad, but I hope it helps you. Many of you don't make record deals or sign contracts with lawyers. You let Pookie and Ray Ray and your daddy that worked down at the plant, y'all go to the record meeting. Y'all go to the record meeting. You can't read. You can't read your name in boxcar letters as the train go down the track. And you sitting in a meeting with your daddy that works at Kellogg's. You sitting with your daddy that works at Kellogg's. And you make a deal. You didn't read that you only get 30% from your records. And out of your 30% of your records, you got to pay back on this $1 million advance I'm going to give you to make you look like you got something. Out of your 30%. When you go on the road and do your shows, the record company gets X number of dollars. If you get a $20,000 performance fee that night, $15,000 to $16,000 of that goes to us. You know, we furnished you this $1 million. Out of your whatever you got left over, you got to pay your band and your musicians and your little dancers and things. And I agree with you, some of them getting probably about 15%. Because all you wanted to do was put on a show. You wanted everybody in your community, all your boys to think that you're rich. That Rolls Royce, that Bentley is not in your name. It belongs to the record companies. It belongs to the record companies. The jury belongs to the record company. that house? Belongs to the record company. Belongs to the record company. Because no matter whether you got your own studio or not, whether you do all your mastering and you can own your masters, what makes you think young Dolph was getting 90%? Come on, brother. It sounds good. Don't even mention Bonnie Mason or you gone, because the moment she comes up, she's gone. So you can make all these records. You're right about Tupac. Tupac was about to go to prison for rape because he didn't have an attorney. That's when he got with what's the man, Suge Knight, and Suge Knight advanced him $1 million. But you don't think Suge Knight has a white folk behind him? Come on. I don't care how many records you make in your own studio. If you cannot, two things, if you don't have distribution and you don't have somebody that can get your record on the radio, you just got a trunk load of records, CDs. I get blues artists that want me to play them. No-name blues artists. I'm on 6 radio stations every day. 6. I'm on 5 stations in the state of Mississippi, looking for 2 more. I'm on 1 here in Memphis. And the no-name record maker comes to me, man, I got a good record. Where your money? Where your money? Unknown artists want to be artists, no matter how good your record sound. I don't know nothing about the rap game. No, I know ignorant motherfucker, Courtney. I know the music game. I've been in the music game 42 years. I know the game. Dumb motherfucker. Can't come to me without no money. I ain't playing your shit. And you a brand new singer and you ain't got no money. What am I play you for? Who would benefit you? And I got people that I stopped playing on there because you don't want to be fair with me. I was trying to bring that group in for my birthday party. What's the name of them? They sing that song, Knee Deep. And I called him, and I said, well, what's your price? He says, $6,500. I said, okay. What's your radio price? It's you when you gone. Nan. J. Morris, yeah, that's it. Thank you, Shelley D, to you. I said, what's your radio price? Everybody pays me the same. But everybody can't play you on the record radio. I'm on 6 radio stations. You can't charge me. And I play your record every day on 6 radio stations. You can't charge me. I'm going to give you fair market value. And I gave you 55. I gave you 55. I'd have went for 45, but I'd have gave you 55. Amos Jones, and you too old to be on my goddamn page. Y'all think I just don't be seeing y'all, do you? So, I didn't argue with it. I just don't play him no more. Okay? I just don't play it. If I'm going to play you every day, knee deep, and I can't get no break, you don't appreciate what I do for you. And since you don't appreciate what I do for you, I don't do nothing for you. We don't fall out. Okay? Y'all block everybody for anything. In fact, let me show you that I'll block anybody for anything. Ashley Smith, I'll show you. Now, see how easy that's done? I don't play them. You won't disrespect what I do. And here's what a lot of artists are doing. You're going to streaming. You're going to YouTube. And I got sisters to realize that more people listen to the radio than they are going to listen to streaming. There's only a certain crowd that is going to stream. So it's only a certain crowd. It's only a certain crowd that's going to listen to streaming all day. I care as much for a blues singer as a blues singer cares for me. Why do you hear LJ Echols on my show a lot? And me playing him every day 2 or 3 times? Because we got a good rapport. He's appreciative. When an artist even just calls you to thank you for playing him. No, 6 and over is not the only ones that listen to radio. Truly, motherfucker, maybe you ain't got no radio. You know, I play the best music. But I don't play motherfuckers that don't appreciate what I do. And I get paid. Fuck you. The artists that I got coming on my show all gave me fair deals, and they all getting paid. Yeah, let you hit it from the back. Yeah. That music makes money. The only industry of music that don't make a whole lot of money, it makes money, but it don't make a whole lot of money, is gospel music. I started off in gospel music. Ain't no money there. Gospel music didn't make me no money. And I enjoy playing gospel music. And I think I'm one of the best in playing it. But it don't make no money. Because certain things you can't advertise around gospel music. They don't want you to advertise. They don't want you to have the casinos and all of these type businesses, or what y'all call sinful businesses. You can't have the liquor store. So I graduated from that. And I appreciate all those struggling gospel jocks. You don't get rich there. You got to have your love for Jesus and want to play gospel music. And with me, if it don't make money, it don't make sense. Okay? If it don't make sense. So I don't get fascinated by these rappers. And when I say something about gospel music, you know, some of y'all get upset. You need to play some Jesus music. Y'all don't pay for Jesus music. Y'all believe salvation is free. And everything around it go free. But the same people that listen to the gospel listen to the blues. So, you know, I'm not upset about it. All right, I guess I'll open up the phone lines. Let me run some commercials. It's 8:13 Central Standard Time. Let me run some commercials. And then let me run some commercials. And we'll come back.
Thaddeus Matthews, a.k.a. the Cussin' Pastor. Grand 65th birthday celebration and concert. It's Friday, April 1st. And look who's coming to celebrate. In concert, L.J. Eccles.
Do you want me to get it from the back?
You'll see Terry
I
Wright.
done lost my good thing.
Mr. Sam.
She said jump up, roll it.
Bird Williams.
Yes, I do. Yes, sometimes, man.
Stacy Marino.
You got caught.
And introducing the sensational Red Velvet.
Well, wouldn't you like to know?
Plus, Memphis comedian Pound Cake, Thaddeus Matthews, the Cussin' Pastors, 65th birthday celebration and concert. Friday, April 1st at the Balinese Ballroom, 330 Main Street, downtown Memphis. An intimate setting for 300 people. Doors open at 7 p.m., showtime 8 p.m. All VIP tickets are sold out. Hurry and get your $40 tickets now. When $40 tickets are gone, it's $50 at the door. Tickets can be purchased at cussinpastor.com. Thaddeus Matthews, Grand 60.
When you are planning your wedding or special event, there are three things that you look for, and that's elegance, space for your guests, and cost. And you find all three at the Balinese Ballroom in downtown Memphis in the Pinch District. At the Balinese Ballroom, you can rent the upstairs ballroom or the downstairs ballroom or both. And talking about elegance, white painted walls, draped ceilings, gold chandeliers with crystals, wooden floors, and a separate room with a large wooden bar. And you don't have to worry about the safety of your guests. Security is provided, and there is plenty of ample parking. All of this for an affordable price. So for your wedding or your next event, you want the Balinese Ballroom. Call 901-522-1144. That's 901-522-1144. Call and make an appointment or visit. We've all heard about sea moss and what it can do to rejuvenate one's body. It contains 92 minerals. It supports a healthy heart, good digestion. It also helps maintain a healthy weight, and there are so many more uses for sea moss. Now, you can order online from Envision Sea Moss. That's right, Envision Sea Moss. Or you probably thought that sea moss only comes in that one bland flavor. Well, Envision has it in natural strawberry, mango, pineapple, elderberry, honey cinnamon, and so many more flavors. Go right now to the website, envisionseamoss.com. Envision Sea Moss ships around the world. Have a more healthier you right now. Go to envisionseamoss.com. 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 It's official. Judge Felicia Corbin Johnson will seek re-election to the Shelby County Circuit Court Division 1 on August 4, 2022. Judge Corbin Johnson wants you to know she has worked hard to serve the legal community and litigants and administer justice in a fair, impartial, and compassionate manner. She is honored to serve as a member of the judiciary on the Shelby County Circuit Court and preside over cases of great importance and consequence. She is duly qualified, well-versed in the law, steady, and has the qualities and ideas that you want in a judge. Judge Corbin Johnson sincerely appreciates and thanks the legal profession, clergy, business, and civic organizations, government officials, and the entire Shelby County community for the support and confidence you have placed in her these 7 years. And she respectfully asks that you continue to have confidence in her as she moves forward to re-election in 2022. Please help re-elect Judge Corbin Johnson, Shelby County Court, Division 1. Paid for by the committee to elect Felicia Johnson. Larry Banks.
Aren't you tired of voting for individuals because of their name, their party affiliation, or because they are the incumbent, but they don't have the skills or qualifications for the job? Well, that's why Mayor Briggs Bernard is asking for your vote for criminal court clerk. Mayor Bernard has over 39 years of criminal court clerk, administration, advisory, and management skills. She is a certified public administrator. She supervised 6 departments in the criminal court clerk's office, supervised criminal court clerk's customer service unit, the liaison to 10 criminal court judges for over 20 years, worked closely and collaborated with county and government offices all throughout her career, helped to set up the original Fugitive Safe Surrender Initiative. This is a person that you need for your criminal court clerk, who has the knowledge, who has the skills, who has the ability. And all she needs now is your vote. Vote Mayor Briggs Bernard, criminal court clerk. Paid for by the committee to elect Mayor Briggs Bernard, criminal court clerk, Karen Jones, treasurer.
Okay, we are back. What time is it? Let's see, do we have time for phone calls? 20 minutes after the hour of 8 o'clock. Okay. And I'd be blocking folk all during the commercial break. So anything you say stupid. Now let me answer somebody out here. Don't you pay to be on the radio? Bobby OJ getting paid. He has 3 rental property where yours. Bobby winning. First of all, you don't know what I have. Second of all, Bobby OJ works for the white man. Bobby OJ makes about $180,000 a year. $180 a year. $180,000 a year. Well, I make a little bit more than that, and I work for myself. Is it a damn commercial? No, it's a gone. That's what that is. Okay, so don't compare me to any of these folks that work for white folk on the air. I'm on 6 radio stations. I syndicated my own self because as I sat around and waited for white folk to do it, it never happened. So I did it myself. I don't give a fuck what you think about me. If you ain't feeding me, financing me, or fucking me real good, what your thoughts are ain't shit to me. Give a fuck. My give a damn done broke. It's about being enterprise, and you can't count my money. Don't somebody know what I'm worth? It's melanin. My children don't even know what I'm worth. And I had to learn to quit flexing. I used to wear a lot of jewelry and shit. I didn't wear all that shit around my neck, though. I've had the Mercedes, I've had the Jaguars, I've had all those cars. Now I'm just driving a pickup truck. Okay. Now I just drive I used to drive a truck with my picture on the side of it. I'm trying to get rid of that motherfucker right now. It ain't running motor bad, but the transmission is good. I gotta get rid of it before I move. Shit. I used to do that shit. How the fuck I look like I'm stressed out? Bitch, I ain't stressed out. Bitch, I done slept all goddamn day. All day. Okay? I work for myself. That was the reason I was able, when I got off the air this morning, I got in my bed, and I've been there all day. I'm doing just like the doctor said. Rest. Mel will be up here in the front working, so I don't even come up here and work at the desk. I come here in the late afternoons, if anything, and do some work. But I make my money from the bed. All I need is a cell phone, and I make calls and make money. And that Cash App is the greatest thing that the white man created. Greatest thing. I got in my bed a little bit after 10 this morning. Mel ordered some rib tips. So what's the name of that place? A&R. Ate some rib tips. I laid up there and looked at Matt Dillon, the Virginian, Cheyenne, Gunsmoke. I'm seeing versions of the Cowboys I didn't even see when I was a little boy. I'm going back to my second childhood. And I'm enjoying the fuck out of that. I know when I get out there, I got, this is Wednesday night, we're going to probably have to look at little Blue Bloods to Mel fall asleep. Yeah, them rib tips were good. Cheyenne's now movie, it was a cereal. It was a cowboy cereal. Yeah, Bonanza be on that too, yeah. That's both being be on there, and Halls and Lil Joe. Here and then they got the little house on the prairie. ISMP is my channel. Okay. ISMP. That's where when I'm looking at TV, the TV stays on there. I invite you to advertise with me. Oh, I thought the movie was James Earl Jones. You're a youngster. My advertisers get their products sold. Okay? Because I carry a large audience. And let me tell you politicians something. Don't nobody negotiate my prices with me. Okay? You listening to other folks say, I can get him to advertise for you for $2,000. They telling you a goddamn lie. Politicians, I start at 35. I start at 35. And you candidates that's running from now until May 3rd, and you are unknown candidate, you need to get on out there. You judges, I know, what is it, August, October or something that you all are elected. But ain't nobody never heard of your ass. Okay? Don't nobody know you. You got one of them funny names. Nobody knows you. You need to be advertising right now. Like Miss Maynard Bernard, 39 years. And I'm coming out, when the other page is up next week, I'm coming out against those people who are running against her who ain't got no experience. Carla Stotts ain't got no experience. And told Miss Bernard's husband and some people that he been good to, we want her in office because she need a job. Her ass better go get in the goddamn employment line. So I'm taking my stand. Y'all know how to contact me. If not, go to my email, Thaddeus.Matthews@gmail.com. Thaddeus.Matthews@gmail.com. And you politicians, you know somebody that knows somebody that know how to give you my personal number. Okay? And let's negotiate. But don't call me if you ain't got no goddamn money. I don't even want to talk to your ass if you ain't got no money. And I was talking to one of these political people yesterday who was telling me, because I was asking him about some candidates that he represents. They still trying to raise money. I said, well, goddamn, early voting starts in April. How the fuck you gonna just start raising money? You ain't putting none of your money in the race? Okay. All right. But if you like to advertise with me, go to one of my pages and leave me go into the inbox of Facebook or Instagram, or those of you on YouTube, email me at Thaddeus.Matthews@gmail.com. Well, if you ain't got no money, if you ain't got nothing for no money, then I ain't got no conversation for you. No way. Okay. Yeah. All right. Let me remind you about Serenity Funeral Home of North Mississippi. Okay, and crematory service. That means they can burn you up if you ain't got enough money for fume. You ain't got enough money for fume. They can put you in the oven. Okay, and ain't nothing wrong with going in the oven. Okay, if you ain't got money to go in the ground, have money to go in the oven. You know, in the time of bereavement, there are three things that's important to every family. That's service, professionalism, and the cause. Okay? And the cause. And that's what you get at Serenity Funeral Home and Crematory of North Mississippi. They've got the best rates in Mississippi. They've got a great pre-need service, and they service all of the community of Holly Springs, Mississippi, New Albany, Mississippi, Pontotoc, Mississippi, Oxford, Mississippi, and Water Valley. Okay? Water Valley, Mississippi. So when death comes to your family, and it's coming to your family now, if you live, you're going to die. Take the burden of funeral arrangements off of you and place them on the shoulders of Serenity Funeral Home and Crematory Services. Call them 662-252-6061. 662-252-6061. Okay. No, that is not owned by the Fords. We're not talking about the Serenity in Memphis. Okay? I'm talking about the Serenity Funeral Home of North Mississippi. And that's what it is. It is an oven. I've seen folk cremated. Promote our stuff for free. Motherfucker, get off my goddamn page. You freeload motherfuckers. I don't do shit for free. Okay. I don't do shit for free. Curry Hinton, you want that billboard, go and get it yourself, brother. I'm going to find out about billboard. Put me a billboard up. And look, if you ain't got money to go into the ground or go to the mausoleum, go to the oven. Okay? Go to the oven. Go to the oven. Go to the oven. Ain't no harm. If you ain't got no money, okay, then go to the oven. Yeah. And there's nothing wrong with going to the oven if you ain't got no money. Okay? Nothing wrong with going to the oven if you don't have no money. From now on, anytime anybody that I see that mentioned Bonnie Mason, you gonna be gone too. I got the bitch. You motherfuckers, what you cooking? Huh? Some who? Fish? Whole fish? Oh, good.
And
Huh? And fish and who?
salad.
And salad? That's good and healthy. Okay. I don't do shit for free. And I told some folk, in this election, don't worry about my numbers dropping. I don't give a fuck. Because when y'all see those numbers at the top, those are not actual numbers. They only act, and even when you look at YouTube, and I see 1.2 thousand watching, when you go back after the show, you see what the real numbers are. They multiply those numbers usually in fives and tens. But that's for you haters who always want to say you ain't got but such. There's over 400,000 people that will view me on YouTube in a week. So I don't give a fuck about what you motherfuckers that work at Burger King. Okay? What the fuck you think I give a fuck about what you think and what you say? Y'all can't lay in the bed tomorrow and not go down there and put that little uniform on. Okay? Y'all gotta put your little uniform on and go and do what you do. Okay? Have it your way, yeah. I'm going to the urban. I'd rather my grandbabies have the money. I have life insurance. Go on, baby. Go on to the oven and put you in there. Turn the heat up. Put a little sauce on you. Yeah. Okay. See, y'all be interested because you're haters. You be interested in shit I ain't interested in. Why do you think people buy the advertising? And all that advertising you heard except my show, my birthday show.
We're on.
It's money.
Connection successful.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail.
Press 2. To accept, press 1.
Al, what you want tonight, man? Oh, Al hung up. Y'all been in the little Burger King and McDonald's uniform? I got sick of. I was just hungry because I was trying to wait for my big meal yesterday for my anniversary, and I was hungry. Stopped and got some McDonald's, and got sick as a goddamn dog. Al, go ahead. Hold on. Let me put you on the big box. All right, go ahead, Al.
Okay. When I was in the military, I was stationed. My training school was in Meridian, Mississippi, and at the time, there was this mayor that was there. His name was Jimmy Kemp, and I noticed when he went on the radio station, everything that was going on out there in the southern region, he wasn't addressing the streets, the bridges, the schools. And I remember one time that one of my shipmates, he had one of his family members had passed. And this is what he told me, that they couldn't afford a casket or the urn. And I don't know if it's true or not, but he said if you can't afford the urn, what they do, they cremate you and then they put your remains in a plastic bag and they seal it and they send that to your family. Is that true?
Yes. You have to buy the urn.
Right.
When you go to the crematory and they burn you up, They put you in a bag. They put your ashes in a bag. Then it becomes up to you to purchase a urn.
Right.
Yeah. So
I mean, when he told me that, I was like, y'all your family couldn't even afford an urn, and they had to put him in a bag?
The crematory, most times, unless it's attached to a funeral home, the normal rate, brother, is they scrape out when they burn you up, they turn the heat down. When it cooled off, they scrape all your ashes out, put all your ashes in a bag, and then what you do with your mama in the bag is up to you.
That's incredible. I saw a video to where once you go through the oven, on the other side it's a man and he has a shovel and he hits the back of the skeleton bones and that falls into a bucket.
Okay, Al. I mean, do you want to be cremated?
I never really thought about it, but I've just heard so many horror stories after you get cremated. I had a coworker.
How you? Wait a minute, Al. How you gonna have a horror story and you burned up? You ain't got no story and you burnt up.
Right. That's true. But I noticed when people die, it seems to me that so many of the families, like I've gone to so many funerals, and people don't give a fuck whether you dead or alive. They just want to come there to fucking eat. They want to come there to eat and see what you look like in the casket. That's it.
Well, if you got a good undertaker, you look good in the casket.
That's true. That's so true.
Anything else you want to say, Al?
No, I just call you. I didn't want to bug you, but I know you were talking about the radio stations, and yesterday you were talking about the deaths, and I want to expound upon that.
Okay. If you got a wife, Al?
No, sir. I don't have a wife.
You got a girlfriend?
No, I don't have a girlfriend. I'm a single man.
Because you sound like a very boring individual.
Well, damn, Pastor Matthews. I've been watching you for the last 5 years faithfully. I've only missed 2 days out of 5 years on your podcast. 2. I don't miss you. Some days I hate it that you got those Negroes calling in, acting stupid and indignant and being disrespectful. But I'm telling you, Pastor Matthews, you are a joy to watch. It's educational. These fucking pastors and preachers ain't talking about shit. And I don't go to church, but I just love your ministry, the things that you're doing out there in the community. Personally, I told you before, I get the fuck out of Memphis because there's too many niggas out there that ain't doing shit. And I see it's frustrating you and First Lady.
All right. Well, we stay out of Memphis as much as we can. Al, thank you for watching me as much as you watch me. Why don't you have no girlfriend? How come you ain't went out there?
Well, you know, when you get to a certain point, you just want to recalibrate and just work on you. Because how can you make anyone else happy if you're not happy? And so if it happens, fine. If it doesn't, it's still okay. But I'm not concerned about it at the time.
So you're not happy, Al?
I mean, as far as like I know it's other things that's a little more important than a relationship. I mean, if it comes along, but I just want to make sure that everything is aligned because I don't do white women. She got to be black. And I recently had a woman talking about, she asked me, did I go to church and read the Bible? And I told her no. And so she said, well, you can be my man if you do that. I said, well, you're talking to the wrong motherfucker because I'm not him. Go be with that. Go be that kind of person.
Al, how old are you?
So,
how old are you, Al?
I'm 51.
You're 51. You got any children?
I'm 51.
You got any children?
I have 3. I have 3 kids, 27-year-old son and a 17 and 15-year-old daughter.
What their mamas at?
Well, my son's mom, she's married, and then my daughter's mom, as far as I know, they don't have anyone. And so, you know, it is what it is.
What happened to you and your last girlfriend?
As a matter of fact, my last girlfriend was the one that turned me on to your show. That's how I found out. And we recently broke up back in October, November, and so it's been a single road since then.
What you break up for?
Well, it was long distance, and we moved together, and I just think for me,
wait. How was it? Wait a minute, Al. How was it long distance and y'all moved in together?
Well, she lived in another state, and then she moved here to Houston, and then we moved, and then we got a house together, and I think what it was, I wasn't effectively communicating with her on the things that was concerning me, and what I did, I just let it mount up, and it wasn't fair to her, and after a while, I said, you know what, I don't know if I want this, and I eradicated the relationship.
You did what to the relationship?
I eradicated it.
What the fuck is eradicated?
I ended it. I ended the relationship.
Okay. She's still in Houston?
Yeah, she's still in Houston. As a matter of fact, Pastor Matthews, y'all were on a podcast together. Y'all sure were.
What podcast were me and your woman on?
Y'all were on the War Zone with Gary Monroe. It was her, another brother, and so.
Yeah. What was her name?
Her name is Demetra.
Yeah. I didn't know that was your woman.
We were watching you one day, and she was laughing, and I said, "What's funny?" And she said, "You gotta look at this." And hey, I've been hooked ever since.
Okay. All right.
It's funny. You know, you are hilarious, and when and I'm so happy for you and First Lady, all your adventures that you went through, like with the sex therapy, all
with
of
the
that.
What? With the what?
You remember you were doing the bedroom therapy?
Oh, when I was selling it. I thought this was say I was through sex therapy.
Remember, I was the one that called and told you about the problems I was having with the
with your dick. Your dick wasn't getting hard. I remember. All right. Damn. Okay. I'm going to let you go, Al.
All right, Pastor Matthew. You and First Lady, y'all have a good evening.
Yeah, I smell my fish cooking in there. My
Fish?
whole channel catfish.
Oh, wow.
Do you work, Al?
Yes, sir. I sure do.
What do you do, Al?
Me? I work for Star Furniture. I've been there right at 19.
You working well now?
It's a furniture company out here in Houston. It's called Star Furniture. So I work for them.
You sell?
I'm on the delivery truck, and I work in the warehouse.
You on the delivery truck. Okay. If y'all in Houston, y'all need the furniture, all from Star, so y'all get a chance to see this motherfucker, okay? All right. All right, Al. You have a great
All right,
night.
sir. You have a good night.
Thank you, Al.
All right. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that.
From Houston, Texas. He didn't eradicate. He eradicated his relationship. All right. He drives a storage truck for Star Furniture. What's that? That's, wait a minute. Let me see it.
No.
Let me see. Let me show people.
You got fish, I got salad.
Let me show people how well you make a salad. Let me show people the salad.
Daddies, don't be breathing, and don't be breathing on my stuff. And I'm not playing with you.
Ooh, damn.
If you spill it, we're gonna have some problems.
Oh my God. Ooh.
Come on, baby. Give
Got a
me
piece of this meat on top.
Go ahead. One piece. Come on, damn. Your hands clean.
Huh?
Come on, damn plate.
Damn. Did you make me a salad like that too? No. I won't talk to you.
I just want fish. You can have some of that one, you can have some. You don't want the damn specking.
Ah. What time is it? 8 minutes. If you want to get a phone call in, talk to me. 901-231-9239. Man said he eradicated his damn. Y'all know I don't talk to you. Shit.
Unknown caller.
Oh, who is this?
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
Who is this and what do you want?
William Paston.
Who is this?
William. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Where are you from, sir?
Well, I'm calling from, Memphis. I'm over the road. I drive trucks. But I have spoke to you before, maybe, and I'm glad you came through your journey of life and you're doing great as far as your health and life is concerned. That's what I really wanted to call and tell you about. But I got a statement I'd like to, throw out here at you, Pastor. A lot of people need to take off the veils of fantasy and put on the eyeglasses of reality. I see so much money worshiping like the golden calf, with Moses, with the Ten Commandments. They worship money. They so worried about money, they forgetting to live life. And all of these kids is getting murdered and killed. And I agree with you 100%. Nobody else's life is more important than any other particular person walking this earth in this journey of life. But I would like to say this and throw this out to the universe. I don't understand, with all of these killings going on, why the mothers, who's the nurturer, the guider, when you scratch your knee, she's going to put a lie down and kiss it, and miraculously, it feels better. They're not saying nothing about their children getting killed or their children doing the killing. They stay with somebody. They don't work. They don't have a credit score. So who is they living with? They living with their grandmas, the mamas, and the baby mama drama. Throw them bombs out and let us start a movement like Mothers Against Violence / Fathers Against Violence. And if these women step up, because these are their children, we might be out driving trucks or gone fishing, and the kids are throughout the house. They do, they do what they want to do. We will bag them women up. I do not understand why these women is not saying enough is enough. 4-year-old, 7-year-old kids getting killed, and all I hear is quiet crickets. I don't understand this, Pastor. Maybe you can explain it to me.
No, sir, I can't.
I know. We at a certain level where I listen to the people that call in, the males and the females, and I'm saying, dang, and they got children, and this is how they acting. I can just imagine how these kids gonna grow up. But I also say I'm 68, getting ready to be 69, in a few more days. And I say, I guess the pastor is right. We're on the same level. We can't see the steak dinner.
How old are you, sir?
To babies. Sir?
How old are you? Oh, let me say, Keisha Williams. I've read your notice here about Steve Taylor. If you're on Facebook, go to my inbox and leave me a message, or go to my email about your child's father's missing. Go to my email at thaddeus.matthews@gmail.com, and we'll see what we can do about it. All right, sir. I mean, what is your point? But what is your point?
You asked me how old I was?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
How old are you, sir?
I'm 68, be 69. Grew up in Chicago, stayed in Ohio. Now I stay down in Horn Lake, Mississippi. I work out of Memphis. But I guess we can.
What are you doing? What are you doing for a living, sir? You say you driving? You driving
I haul
trucks?
United States. Yeah, I haul United States mail over the road.
You a mailman?
No, I drive 18-wheelers.
But you
I
still
take mail to Nashville or
But
California
you're still a mailman, ain't you?
I'm a young man. Sometimes with the family, they get on my nerves, and I just get in the truck and drop the gear and disappear for a couple of weeks. That's kind of my freedom of the road, is my solitude in the life. It's been good therapy for me.
Okay.
Get a little lonely, but I don't need nobody's permission.
You got some. You got some of that old money, then, ain't you?
No. When my mama and daddy died, like the Temptations, Papa was a Rolling Stone. All he left me when he died was alone. He didn't leave me no money. He might have left his Cadillac or a little.
But you work
but
for
he left me with $1 million worth of get electrical trade. I did Chicago Housing Authority Police. I worked for the Board of Education. And learned how to drive trucks with me. He had his own tractor trailer. So I've been doing it 35, and I can retire, but, jumping in and out of the truck and still running the road, it's kind of keeping me in good health. I go to the gym once a week.
Are you married?
To Ben Shaolin Temple on
William! William! Are you married?
Yes, sir. I've been married 40, my daughter is 42. Yeah, about 43, 44 years. And been with her through all this time. I think trucks, kind of saved my marriage. So my daddy said, boy, they're married when you're home and single when you're gone. So I got out here and did the same thing when I was
So you fuck it on the road. So you fuck it on the road.
I love the road.
I said when you're at home, you with your wife. But wait a minute. When you're on the road, William, you fuck it off on your wife, right?
No, that was in my younger days.
Oh, how many babies you got there on the road?
I think the Lord got to ask for that. But as far as me and the wife and maybe one outside kid, we had broke up one time. About 4 kids.
Your wife know?
3 with the wife and one outside. He's around about 36 or 37, somewhere out there. We had broke up for about 6 months. I moved back from Youngstown, Ohio to Chicago and, stayed at the basement. My mother and father had a 3-flat apartment. And I just stayed in the basement, parked my truck in the front, hang out, go to the juke joints up there in Chicago for a day or two, and get back on the road. Might have had a little girlfriend or two, but it wasn't no attachment. Because I was still hoping to get back together with my wife, so I didn't need no attachment.
Okay.
It's been pretty glorious life, Pastor. I understand you thoroughly.
Does your wife know about the outside children?
Oh, yes, sir. She'd drive up to Chicago when we was in Ohio because she had relatives there. I met her in Chicago 40-some years ago. And she'd pick up my son and bring him back. He called her Mama. and he called her his mother.
So
You know,
it was mother and mama.
Then I had the baby back. Well, we all old now. Her and the wife get along great, and my daughters and sons, that's their younger brother, and you know, it's one big family. Ain't no problem. We got past that hump because I was going with her, and then I kind of went back with the wife, and then I come back to Chicago. She told me she's pregnant. I heard of and told the wife, and we worked through that, and he's a treasured member of the family, just like my other kids. Ain't no difference.
That's what you're supposed to do. Wife's supposed to be understanding.
Well, I put the real out there, because I don't lie, cheat, or steal. That's why I call myself the real Will. You know, and I just present it how it is, and, you know, let the pieces fall where they may. Like you, Pastor, you would cuss them out, you would tell them the truth, and you let the chips fall where they may, and that's how men, real men, are supposed to act. We suffer the consequences of our actions, and we try to be men of our words. But back to the statement, we need to take off the eyeglasses, the veils of fantasy and put on the eyeglasses of reality. They, you know, with these rappers, they glorify poison slingers. Rappers / gangbangers. I grew up in Chicago. Vice Lords, Gangster Disciples, everybody. I had my own gang. It was called Smith & Wesson 38. And I had 6 honchos do what I tell them to do. You want to meet one? No, we'll take that gangbang where they do that across the street. So I never joined the gang. I never had a felony. You know, I guess I was in the Navy, and my dad put me on them trucks when I got out of the Navy, back around 71, 72. And he said, you ain't going to jail like your brothers. And he put me on the truck, and I've been seeing a lot of the world on them naval ships. And then I've seen a lot of the country in these trucks, you know. So he saved my life, and trucks saved my life.
All right, well, let me eradicate you, my brother.
He wouldn't get mean and nasty. He was 6 feet tall, you know, and weighed 250. And my mom weighed about 100 pounds soaking wet, 5'4". Okay. And he wouldn't raise his voice to that lady. Pastor?
Yeah, I'm saying.
And we was on the road, and I wondered why. I say, Pop, you know, why you take mess from that little old lady? One finger, you can knock her into the next block or the next room. He said, boy, when I come up from Houston, Texas, I went on a double date. That's when I told you that my grandmother and my mother was born on April the 1st. You remember?
Yeah.
On your birthday?
Yeah.
And my mother, he said, when I met her on a double date with your aunt, she was going with my cousin. I moved to Chicago. I met her. I don't mess with your mama. I said, why not? He said, because when I met her, she had a pearl handle straight razor and a 25 automatic in her purse. He said, I don't mess with your mama, boy. I said, Pop, why you didn't tell me that? I've been talking back to Mom, and ever since, I never raised a peep to my mother. I didn't know she was like that growing up, you know, in Chicago.
Al. I mean,
yeah, it's Will.
Shit, I forgot your goddamn name. William.
I know.
I gotta go. Sir. I gotta go.
Okay, love you, Pastor. Keep up the good work. Let's try to get these
you must be on the road now,
because Black Lives Matter ain't nothing.
You must be on the road, aren't you?
Yeah, maybe the signal going down. Black Lives Matters ain't nothing. We need our mothers and our fathers, you know, us to stand up and save our children, even if we can't save ourselves. I'll die for my
William, I gotta go, man.
Them and catch love you, Pastor.
I love you too, brother. Be safe out there on the road. Shit. I lost track of what his goddamn name was. He on the road. They don't have the CBs on the on them trucks no more, do they? I don't know how we got the Black Lives Matter. I don't know how we all that. Okay, I'm finna go. I'm finna eradicate all y'all. Shit. Since that's the word of the night. Eradicate. Ooh. Ooh. Oh. So I guess how much he drained y'all battery. Y'all better plug them up. All right. And my facial expressions, I be looking, ooh. Okay. You know, he ain't have nobody else to talk to on the road tonight. Let me cut this speaker off. I'm finna eat.
Successful.
Okay, I'm finna eat.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
No. We through for the night. Man, so he told his wife when he got somebody pregnant. And they worked through that shit.
You tried.
Huh?
You tried.
You wouldn't understand. You'd be like the song said, the old church song, damn, I forgot the song. Will understand and say well done.
And then I'd be like, it's a fun thing, baby. I was just getting ready to tell you the same thing.
Did you get that Keisha woman's information?
About
her missing a baby's.
Stuff, but somebody tell me,
Keisha, make sure that I get your information. I believe his name was Steve Taylor.
I got that.
I think I've seen something on Facebook. I'm cold too. Cut the heat on a little bit.
Baby, it's already on. Put on some clothes.
I don't want no clothes on. Now you done told people I'm sitting up here with nothing but a sweat on.
You talk to me.
You just said I need to put some clothes on.
Oh, Lord.
All right, y'all. I'm finna go. Thank y'all so much for being here with me. Oh, y'all couldn't be stepmamas. I'm gonna do this show. Because we're always talking about the men. We're always talking about the men getting outside babies. But what if y'all got an outside baby? Y'all was broke up and y'all got pregnant. Would y'all want the man?
You wouldn't do it.
Will you let me do my show?
Oh, I'm sorry. It's after 9. It's the after show.
This ain't no after show.
Yes, it is.
Will a woman expect a man to accept a baby? Or would a man accept that? Okay, I'm gonna do a show like that now. I done got cold, sitting up here half-ass naked.
You hush.
You don't want to say that I didn't have no clothes on. And you can do TV like that. Y'all be looking at the news. Y'all think them folk got a complete suit on. They got a coat, a shirt, and a tie. And some blue jeans and some flip-flops on. All right, y'all. I'm going to go. Thank you. Remember to vote for Felicia Corbin Johnson and also Mayor Bernard. All right. I'm going to eradicate y'all. Okay? That's our word for gone from now on. You eradicate it. Okay? Join me in the morning on the radio. Join me in the morning on the radio. You can hear me all around the country on 6 different radio stations at the same time. Go to WAGR 103.5 and you can listen. It's the same show on all of those channels. Nighty night, sleep tight, don't let the bugs bite. Good night to you.